The EU Parliament recently passed a resolution expressing solidarity with Taiwan and condemning Chinese military drills near Taiwan. Also, over 60 parliamentarians from over 30 countries recently went to Taiwan's Washington, D.C. estate to discuss strategies to support Taiwan. Among them was a member of Lithuanian Parliament, Dovilė Šakalienė. She is also the vice chair of the parliamentary group for relations with Taiwan. Dovilė, it's great to be able to see you again.
Great to see you too, Natalie. How are you?
I'm doing great. And, thank you for your support. I know you were just recently in Washington, D.C., discussing with other lawmakers around the world how to support Taiwan. Can you tell us some of the strategies that you were planning and discussing?
As one of the co-founders and co-chairs of Interparliamentary Alliance on China, I was visiting Washington, where we had a very clear position that, first of all, this is not a regional issue. Taiwan is a global issue, not only because of the weight in Taiwan in semiconductor industry, which means that if Taiwan, for example, disappears, then from smartphones to automobiles to missiles, if we are talking about defense, we would be screwed, lights out. So that is a pragmatic issue, but also there is values issue, democracy issue. So we very clearly agreed that, first of all, there has to be a contingency plan, just like European Parliament said in its resolution of 15th of September, contingency plan which clarifies what will happen to People's Republic of China should it attack Taiwan, or should it consider its threatening technique where unprecedented military drills were happening which actually posed real risk to people around the area. Another moment is that we clearly said that what we need to do is continue that unanimous teamwork effort that is now happening around Ukraine. By the way, Taiwan really is congratulated on standing so firmly on support to Ukraine, because this is also not about Europe. This is also not only about Ukraine. This is about our global world order. It's about global security, because Mr. Putin and Mr. Xi has very clearly demonstrated their intent to rearrange the world order, saying that they are going to propose a more just world order. So more, we understand, more genocides, more wars, and more concentration camps.
What kind of actions are you proposing to let China know that it will cost them dearly if they increase military aggression towards Taiwan? What kind of methods are we talking about here?
So first of all, introducing more harsh sanctions packages, also to look for other legal avenues to ensure that we are reacting automatically, in the sense that as soon as China violates laws again, international laws, continues its threats, or starts more aggressive behavior towards Taiwan, that we don't need to start considerations, that the plan is ready. So making clear plans, introducing harsher sanctions, making also team decisions. That means that also one of our homework is to make decisions on EU level, because the resolution that was adopted on 15th of September is just the beginning. We must have this contingency plan prepared as soon as possible, very clear sanctions list prepared, and very clear execution, operational plan also in place.
We can see that the EU Parliament has been growing in its support of Taiwan since last year. There was a big report as well. Is there a change in growing support of Taiwan in European governments and willingness to deter China through sanctions and other methods?
I think that China is very clearly showing by its activities during war in Ukraine that it is not a partner, that it is a threat, a growing threat, because let me repeat it again. This is one of the most scary events of the last few months, when two dictators, Mr. Putin, who is now actively waging a war against the biggest state in Europe, Ukraine, and another dictator, Mr. Xi, who is now actively waging genocide against Uyghur people and actively threatening Taiwan, when they made a pact, they publicly declared, and Beijing reported that they are going to rearrange the current world order. we are going to make the new world order. That is an open global threat. So in that sense, more and more European states realize that it's not that only United States or, for example, Lithuania, which has also assessed China as threat numerous years in a row by our intelligence agencies and our state security department reports and etc., but that all the states are facing the same threat.
We're very grateful for Lithuania leading the way in supporting Taiwan in the EU. I know you've faced many challenges because of sanctions from China. Tell me how Lithuania is doing.
We're doing okay. Actually, we are, of course, not such a big country like Australia, because as you remember, when China tried to bring it down to its knees, the result was actually the opposite. So for us, it's more tough. But the new avenues are opening for us. For example, currently certain decisions were made and are being made related to United States markets, but also we are looking forward to possibilities that were discussed with Taiwan to being realized into action, really eager to see that. But another moment is that EU has also learned a tough lesson and also came wiser out of it. We are now a better team, a really more fit and knit together team, in the sense that when China, People's Republic of China, started its hostility and provocation regarding Lithuania, the European Union and the United States of America and other countries started really to see that we cannot give in, because if we sacrifice one small state, then there comes next one. Now, European Union is reacting quicker and democratic states are reacting quicker, and Lithuania is getting more support than it ever did. So there's no bad things that will not become good things, as we say in Lithuania.
So the Lithuanian spirit is amazing, as always. We're very glad and grateful to Lithuania. I know you just opened a trade office here, so we're excited to see that as well. I've been speaking with Lithuanian Member of Parliament Dovilė Šakalienė. She's also the Vice Chair of the Parliamentary Group for Relations with Taiwan.